Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Do you remember when the Russians launched that, I think the last big, not the last, I think it was on the 5th or 6th, 5th, 3rd of May, when the Russians attacked Kiev with Kinzhal and other cruise missiles, Caliber and so on. Remember when it was that attack and you had about 5 or 4 Ukrainian bloggers that videotaped and some of them broadcasted live the attack and the Ukrainian air defense systems operating, including the Patriot. And then one of the bloggers actually broadcasts how the Patriot system might have been blown up. Now those guys were charged, were first arrested or spoken to by the security services of Ukraine, and they were charged. Now we have a person here who was charged, a Ukrainian woman, a blogger, and she was charged with about 4 years or 5 years in prison for doing that. And what did she do? This is the person right here. What did she do? She broadcasted how the Ukrainian air defense systems were operating. Therefore, the Ukrainians claim by providing her address, the Russians finally knew where the Patriot systems are, because they're idiots and they needed her to tell them, by her live broadcasting event, which I strongly doubted. Why? I'm 100% certain that the Russians have people in Kiev that are doing the same thing and tell them the exact location. The first point. So they don't need her. Second, and then they communicate with the Russians where those things are. First point. Second one. I don't know if you ever flew in the middle of the night over a town which had, was celebrating something, and they used fireworks. You can see them from the airplane. You can see the fireworks where they're at, because they're intermittent and so on. That's how are these air defense systems. You can see the lights. You can see them on YouTube, and it's a lot of light on and off, on and off. So like bing, 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 bing. I'm right here. So visually, you can identify exactly where those guys are. Now, I'm 99% certain that the Russians have a visual monitoring Kiev. So let's say they don't know where these guys deployed their Patriot systems. Once they are activated, they know by the first point that I made, and by the second method, visually they know where they are. And they can pinpoint it without the help of this woman sitting in that Mercedes. Okay, how do I know it's a Mercedes? Look over here. That's the giveaway right here. That's how they have it. So anyway, it doesn't really matter. If she likes it, good for her. So let's see what happened to this woman. I'm telling you this not because this video is not to say, oh my God, she did this, and for the security of the state, we have to do this to her. It's not that. This is because she provides an alternative view and reality of what these guys are telling us. Before the video emerged, her video, it seems like, when it was an explosion on the Patriot, and it was taken by other media outlets, not the Americans. The Russians said, well, we blew up a Patriot system. This guy said, no, you didn't. 0 was destroyed. And then little by little they said, yes, one was scratched. Why? Because they can back it up with her video. So they didn't want, oh my God, she's gonna reveal the position of the Patriot systems. That's not it. The Russians know it, and they will find it out in real time. Better than she can provide that. It is because she provided an alternative reality of these statements made by the Ukrainians. No, nothing was hit. And then little by little said, yes, actually something was hit, but just scratch a little bit, and it's all clear. Why? Because you didn't have a person to take a video of what exactly happened to the Patriots. So we have to rely on the Ukrainians telling us nothing happened. And I know their position. Nothing happened, and so on. That's why she was punished, because she opposed her reality, opposed the reality these guys were feeding us with. So let's read this little article. Kiev blogger sentenced for filming air defense in operation and giving the reality that you try to hide. I'm going to complete that for you. So Kiev-based vlogger Inna Voronova received a 1-year probation sentence for publishing footage of Ukrainian air defense in action, Kiev prosecutor's office said in a Facebook post on July 5. The prosecution added that Vorona pleaded guilty and cooperated with the investigation. Yes, I videotaped those. Okay, well, you should not let us make the reality known, not you. Voronova, a Kiev resident, shared video content on social media platform depicting the operation of air defense intercepting incoming Russian missiles. The Dniprovsky district court in Kiev sentenced her for 5 years in prison, but suspended the sentence, instead imposing a 1-year probation period. You know why? If she does it again, or she does anything else but cooperate with them, she's going to go and do the all 5 years. So this is now your hours. You're going to talk for us. You're going to tell over there your viewers everything we want you to tell them. Otherwise, if you're still allowed to be a vlogger, otherwise you're going to go and get the 5 years baby doll. So she's done. And not only that, they can do it without sentencing her. On May 16, Voronova uploaded a video that clearly showed launches of anti-airstrike air missiles likely fired from a US-supplied Patriot battery. Voronova posted the footage to her Instagram account, which had 122,000 followers at the time. She not only filmed the video with a clear view of the skyline, but also disclosed her address, making it trivial from Russian intelligence to pinpoint the location of at least one air defense battery in the Ukrainian capital. They didn't need her. That could help, could make it trivial, as you say, but they didn't need her. So this is it, my friends. She posted that. I don't see here. It said on May 16, she uploaded it. But I don't remember the attack being on May 16. I remember the attack being earlier than that. But let me check a little bit here. I verified actually it wasn't on 16. I thought it was one on the 5th of May, 3rd, 4th, 5th of May, but I don't think that was the one with the videos. There was another one. So yes, they are correct. So she posted those that video, and therefore the Russians, somehow being so dumb, they look in it. But how were they so smart to pinpoint her? Because they knew from before that she was a what? Anyway, she did not get punished, in my assessment, more because she disclosed the location. I think because she gave the alternate reality, or the reality. And she just opposed what these guys were stating. No Patriot was destroyed. And these guys say, what about that explosion over there on the Patriot? What was that light all about? I covered that in one of my videos on the 16th of May. So that's a warning. They do this as set an example, like United States of America, when they tell you here on the media here in the United States that well, this guy was fired because he said this, like a school teacher, they say. The school teacher was fired because he did not use the right pronoun or something like this. You cannot be fired for that. If you're fired, the guy is gonna, how do you call it? You can be fired, but then he's going to sue you and he's gonna win. They never follow up with that. Never. They just say that, so people say, oh, so I can't say that, I get fired? Yes, but they don't tell you, yes, and he sued them, he won, he reinstated, and got $5 million for that. If they would tell you that, you say, well then, it was not illegal after all, it was just abuse. You know, that's how they do here. It's just they set examples. They don't tell you further than that. They don't follow up. So the same, this is just an example for others not to even say next move, say certain things that we're not supposed to. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.